estamos con Jimmy y con Tom, que son un dúo de electrónica de Canadá, que si bien residen en Estados Unidos, y vamos a charlar un poquito con ellos. Welcome to our living room.
Thank you. You have a very good sound system in this living room.
A very loud living room, you know?
It's very loud. You have to speak very loud.
Yeah.
So, first time in Rosario.
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
It's great so far. It's a beautiful night. Is it a full moon almost?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Good, ceiling in your living room. It's beautiful. We love it.
So tell me about your experience here in Fresco. What are you doing around here? You have been there over there.
We went.
Tell me about that experience.
There's a small punk rock tent where a guy is playing vinyls of like, which is cool, Argentinian punk rock music. I heard some, which is awesome. Like, it's cool that, like, I know you guys have like a Soda Stereo, like a lot of famous bands from here.
Very
so
good.
it's nice to come to Argentina and get a little local flavor.
Bueno, ahora vamos a hablar un poquito de su música. Let's talk about your music. Your music has a little bit of electronic and rock on it. Was that the intention when you start the band? Or did it just flow? Because it's a little bit of electronic and a little bit of rock.
Yeah, it was our intention. It was. We both grew up playing in like punk rock and rock bands.
Yeah.
And then we got really into dance music. And I think we always wanted to use the studio as an instrument, and we also wanted to write the best songs we could. So it just kind of flowed out of us. But we also like knew what we wanted to do, and we started the band in New York, and so we were a part of this warehouse scene that like produced our sound sort of, and it was like both parts natural. It was flowed out of us, but also we were trying to like do the best songwriting we could in a certain sound of electronic music.
Because there are not a lot of proposals like you, like the mixture. And how do you feel when you have to do a set and an environment like this? How do you prepare? Because it's not the same as you prepare on a rock show.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why we have the club set, which is like Tom sings live vocals and plays guitars, but we're able to like play a mix of our own music and some of our favorite music from other people. So in like a club environment, we really like improvise the set list live. Like, we can read the crowd, figure out what the next song might be, and like if you watch closely, like you'll see us having conversations of what do you think about this song, and that's cool. It's like it's really live, you know, like it changes every night.
So you can have fun with it because some days you can do more electronic things, and other days you can switch to rock.
Maybe play Argentinian punk rock next time. You know?
Of course, please. They are going to be happy if you do that. So. What are your expectations for tonight? You know that Argentinian crowd is very loudy and very effusive, so what are you going to expect tonight?
I think that every time we come to Argentina, and South America in general, but Argentina, the crowd's very receptive, and I think that we're just going to kind of get up there and play a few songs and see how we feel, and then like go for it. It's going to be fun. We've walked around the venue already. It's a beautiful night. It's a full moon. Lots of great people here, so it's going to be fun. We're excited.
Like, we have our name on a drink cup.
It's
so
incredible.
Like, it's not going to get any better than that, you know? Expectations totally surpassed already.
And do you have a few on your backpack to take with you?
Yeah, I'm going to take some home.
Yeah, you have to.
Nothing like having a nice cup of hot chocolate or chocolate milk at night and a cup with your name on it. That's when you know you've made it, you know? Don't put hot beverages in this. I don't condone that.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to take a few for me too.
Perfect.
To have the remember of this night. So, can you explain me the name Bob Mollis's? Where did it come from?
We were named it by someone we were working with.
Really?
Yeah.
And where did you meet him?
When we started, we were playing in like this Brooklyn warehouse raves, like in illegal venues and stuff. And so we liked the idea that it was sort of confusing, like one name, but it's two guys, and like we never used to show our face in the press pictures, and we just thought it was kind of cool, and we weren't really sure what to name our band, so we just kind of like, when our friend suggested it, we were like, cool, let's go with it.
And you're still
Yeah, I mean, like, actually, Notre Dame, who's playing now, he's been one of our favorite acts for like the last little while. And this is actually our first time seeing him. We've been wanting to see him for a long time. So we're doing like the show today, the show tomorrow in Buenos Aires with him. And like, we're always trying to find new music and always trying to go to shows of like up and coming people. That's how you stay inspired, you know?
Yeah, it's very nice, yeah. And tell me about your creative process. How do you do your work?
Well, we use Dropbox a lot. No, I'm kidding. Basically, we start with an idea, like whether it's like a loop in the computer or a melody idea or like a lyric idea or something. And usually like one of us will work it into like, we live in separate places. So I live in LA, Jimmy lives in New York.
Oh, so
like,
you're like working from home?
Yeah,
from
like
distance.
we each have studios in our house, and like one of us will work the idea into like a little something very rough, and then we send it to the other person, and then if they like it, we send the project over the internet, and then like that person works on it, and then like, you know, we meet up a few times and we like work together in the studio, and maybe we'll start something just from scratch in the studio, and it's very like, we kind of like just play tennis back and forth, like
it works.
working, yeah, it works.
Okay.
I think we have because we've been doing it for like around 10 years now, we have like a very natural process, and we kind of know what the other person is going to do and think, and I think it's a good partnership. We're very lucky.
Perfect. I know that in the pandemic you work a lot, and that changed a lot. That how do you do your music? Tell me about that process. How do you feel after that experience?
I mean, like that was such a crazy time, and the only thing we realized is the only thing you can control is how hard you work. And so we just worked our ass off during the pandemic and ended up becoming a bigger band after. Like, we filmed this crazy video on a tower that's on YouTube, made a bunch of music, and then after that we just started touring like crazy, and it was good, you know? It's like we took a bad situation and made it a good one.
Great. Last question. Tell me something that you listen right now, some artists that you like in this moment.
Oh. Jesper, his name is Jasper Tingner. We played with him
Okay.
in San Francisco. He's got a great album. He's from the UK. Jasper, Tynger, really great music.
Okay. What kind of music?
It's like housey, but with really melodic. It's really nice. Yeah.
Any recommendation? Music? Something that blows your mind?
I mean, the stuff that I've been most into recently, which is not like super underground, I really like the album Brat by Charlie XCX.
Incredible.
And
I loved it.
I also really love Jamie XX's new record I've been listening to a lot.
Very nice. Very
So
nice.
it's very good.
But it was very nice to meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
We are very expecting your set tonight.
Yes.
So, do you want to say something about the set?
It's going to be
Tonight?
fun. It's our first time in Rosario. We're going to go crazy. Our name's already on the cup, so here's to that.
It's amazing.
That's all it is, really. It's just about living up to that energy.
And tomorrow in Buenos Aires.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It was
you.
very nice to meeting you.
Thanks for having us.